Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm finally gonna tackle this tutorial. It's been requested many times since I released the video where I made that loop. So since then a lot of people been asking me to actually make a tutorial for the band. So I made this one and it's really petite, but it doesn't really fit my watch because my watch is black and this is all light colors. It doesn't really work well. So today I'm gonna make a darker color for my watch. So I'm gonna keep that for myself. Now this tutorial I'm making for Apple Watch, but it's not customized for only Apple Watch. It can work with any watch. I will just explain you later what do I mean by that. Now I'll go through the materials required and all of it will be suitable for any watch apart from the connectors. I have this connector specifically for Apple Watch 38mm. I have them in my shop. I actually ordered some 42mm as well in case you have a bigger Apple Watch, so I should be able to have them in my shop in next week or so. So let's get the materials ready and I'll show you how this one looks on the watch as well. So the main ingredient of this band is 3mm fire polished beads. So because I have a dark watch, I decided to make myself really nice chocolatey band. So I'm using this 3mm fire polish. It's really cute. I'll tell you the name. You'll find it in my shop as well. It's called Opaque Chocolate Nebula. So it's really petite, nice, chocolatey color. And you will need some 6/0 Toho seed beads. Now you need only 8 pieces of this. It's basically here 4 and here 4. That's all you need. It doesn't really have to be Toho's. I think any other brand will work, but I haven't tried, so I can't promise. And then you will need a bit of 11/0 Toho's just to attach the clasp at the ends. And then you're gonna need a clasp. Now here I used a normal magnetic clasp, but I'm not too sure about it because it will be attached to my watch. Should this come off, my watch is gonna break. So for this tutorial I'm using a more secure clasp. So as long as I'm using 3-loop, so I will show you how to attach the 3-loop, but if you're using any other clasp, you know, you can figure out your own ways how to attach it. And you're gonna need Nymo size D. You can use any other thread you have. I just prefer Nymo. And beading needle size 10, and then stop bead to start off, scissors, and specifically for this tutorial, because I'm making Apple Watch, I have Apple Watch connectors. So you'll find this in my shop. I have them in 4 different colors, and as I said, I'll try to get them in bigger size next week. So that's what you need. If you are making for a different watch, what do I mean that you can customize it for any watch? See this part here? I don't really know what it's called. It comes off. So any watch where it has this part that comes off, it will work. Basically, you have to take this through those 6/0s, and that's it. So I'm just gonna, well, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna leave it out for now. So I'm gonna thread my needle at about 2 yards, and then we'll get to work. But before that, I wanted to show you how this looks. So let me remove my standard ones, and then I think it's supposed to go this way. And then this way. So look, see what I made? It doesn't really go along with my watch because it's so dark, but if I had like rose gold or even silver watch, it would have been really nice, but because I have black, it doesn't really go along well. So that's why I'm gonna make this really nice chocolatey one for myself. And if I wear it, see, petite. So I'm gonna thread my needle with 2 yards, and I'm gonna show you how to make one side. So obviously the second side is identical to that side. So see you in a minute. So I set the stop bead. I just left a short tail that I just can sew in later. And I have my 4 6/0s and I have my 3mm fire polished beads. So to start off, I'm gonna pick up 1 6/0 and 3 fire polishes. So remember, we are using 3mm fire polished beads. That's what I have. I'm gonna drop it down. And I'm gonna turn this into a circle. Going through the 6/0 and through all the fire polished beads. And then go through the 6/0 and 1 more fire polish. And that's what I have. Now the sequence I pick up the beads is quite important here because we have to have all the 6 rows in one row. Okay, so I have to pick up 2 fire polished beads and 1 6/0. And then I'm gonna bring my thread around through that 3 and that's what I have. And then I'm gonna reinforce it. Go through all the beads I just added. It's better to reinforce it now than later, so your work is nice and sturdy while you're doing it. And back through this fire polished beads that's in between the units. We are doing right angle weave, by the way. So if you're familiar with it, it should be pretty simple. If not, just follow what I'm doing and you'll be right there. And then, see, I'm taking to the 3 furthest on the right. And now I pick up 1 6/0, 2 fire polished beads. And then go through the fire polished beads through the other side. See, so we have all the 6/0s on one side. And then reinforce. Just go through all the beads you added. And then take it to the furthest bead here. And the last unit on this row, pick up 2 fire polished beads and 1 6/0 and take it through the other side. And reinforce. And through that middle fire polish. So that's first row done. Now here, straight away, I would like to attach it to my connector. So all I'm gonna do, see this, take it through the 6/0s. So I encountered a problem. The 6/0s I'm using, they're all good, but this one has a very small hole compared to the other ones, so I have to redo the whole unit. Just when I'm picking the 6/0s, I have to make sure they have the standard big holes. Well, this one is probably just, you know, not all the beads are perfect. So I'm just gonna redo this whole thing with proper 6/0s, and I'm gonna meet you back here. So I had to take it apart just to make sure this thing goes through the beads. Before you start it, make sure it just goes through it. See? It's pretty easily slides through, and plenty of space for the thread that we're gonna add as well. But these ones are a bit wonky and it just doesn't go through, see? So I'm just gonna use the ones that go through this thing, and I'm gonna meet you back here. So I'm back to the place where we stopped initially. So I'm gonna take this thing and take it through the 6/0s. And once I have it through, I'm just gonna set it on the connector itself. And that's it. That's the start. From here, all we do is just right angle weave. If you know right angle weave, you should be able to continue yourself. If not, I'm gonna show you how to do 2 rows of it, and all you have to do is just repeat those 2 rows until you get your required length. Now, if you don't memorize by the end of the 2 rows, or if you don't understand by the end of the 2 rows, just keep on rewinding to this point and keep on repeating. So from here, I'm gonna take my needle through this 3 Now we are working only with fire polished beads, so I'm gonna pick up 3 beads and take it around this same bead where my thread's coming out of. Reinforce. Now I love reinforcing my work because I know I won't be coming back to this point, so you are welcome not to do so. That's entirely up to you. But because I'm making this for myself and I know I'm gonna be wearing it a lot, I want to make sure it's nice and sturdy. So I reinforced Now I have to take my needle to this bead and pass through this bead. So I'm gonna go around. In right angle weave, you never go straight. Always right turns, 90-degree turns. And to this bead here. So if you're good with math, this should be pretty easy for you. Pick up 2 beads and then go through this bead here. So we're creating the second unit. So reinforce. Going through all those beads round. See, I'm always turning 90 degrees. Now, I have to add the next unit. I have to come out of this bead. See how the color is really nice? I'm loving it. Will look really fancy on the evenings out. Take 2 more beads and come around to this bead here. Reinforce. Now I have to add the last unit, so I have to take my needle to this bead here. So I'm just gonna take my needle around. Pick up 2 beads and come to this bead going this way. And reinforce. And 1 row done. And I'm going to show you how to attach the next row. From there you should be able to do it on your own, because it will be just a repetition of these 2 rows. So I have to take my needle to the top to add the next row. So pick up 3 beads, take it through the same bead through the other side, reinforce, pull your thread nice and tight. So we have to add the next unit now. To do that, I'm gonna go up this bead, pick up 2 beads, go back down this bead here, reinforce, and it's time to add the next unit. So I have to come to this bit here. I'm just gonna go around. Pick up 2 beads, go down this way, reinforce, And now I have to add the last unit in this row. To do that, I have to come out of this bead here, pick up 2 beads, go this bead, reinforce, that's it, and go up this bead. So if you remember when we started this row, our bead was coming out of this thread. So basically I'm leaving you at the same space, same place. So you just have to keep on adding these 2 units over and over until you get required length. Now your required length should be your whole, depending on how long you want to make, you know, the circumference of your watch band. Make sure to deduct the length of your watch, the length of the clasp, and whatever's left divide by 2. Now for me it's gonna be easy, I just have to repeat as the same one because I did it for my own wrist. But if you're doing it for the first time, it's the easiest way is just start the second one straight away and do them along each other. Then you know you can see how much progress you're making, and in the end all you have to remember is just leave out space for your clasp. So once you have your full length, I'm gonna show you how to attach the clasp. So as you can see, I have my full length now and it's time to attach the clasp. I decided to change the 11 O's I've been using to iris brown. So, you know, the other ones I was trying to use, they were slightly lighter because I like to keep things simple for me. I'm making this for myself, so I like simple colors, and I wanted everything to blend. And if you noticed, I even changed my clasp because I was planning to use bronze. I realized I had a copper, so it goes really well with this chocolate fire polish beads. So now it's time to attach the clasp, and what am I gonna do? And if you notice, I got rid of the stop bead as well. I just removed the stop bead and went around the beads back and forth and then cut the rest. So here, I'm gonna go through the 3mm, pick up 11 go through the next, pick up 11 go through the next, pick up 11 go through the next, like so. Go around this first unit of fire polished beads. At some point it's gonna get really tight, that's when you can stop. Well, that's after we add the clasp. So here I am. I'm gonna go through the fire polish, through the rest of the beads. Like so, and then I can attach the clasp. So I'm gonna again go around, go through the fire polish and the 11 Now I'm on the middle one, so I'm gonna take my needle through the middle loop and then go through the 11 through the fire polish and through the next 11 like so, and then repeat the same thing. Go through the loop, through the 11 and through the last fire polish, like so. Again, back around the last fire polished unit, last right angle weave unit. And if you can already start feeling how tight it is getting in the beads because you've been going back and forth so many times. Again, through the fire polish, through the 11 through the loop, through the 11 through the fire polish, and through the 11 Pull your thread nice and tight all the time. Go through the loop, through the 11-0, through the fire polish. And so basically what we're doing, we're attaching those loops of the clasp on top of the 11-0s. That's what all we're doing. And look how gorgeous the colors are. And I'm gonna try to do it one more time if I can, but it's already getting pretty tight, so I might have to use my pliers to pull the needle through, but we'll see how it goes. Through the fire polish and through the 11-0. Through the loop. Oh no, I think I have to come through the back side, because see how you can see the thread going over the loop is going one direction, so I want just to keep that one direction. I don't want to go the other way around. And then through the 11-0, through the fire polish, and through the last 11-0. I think I have to use my pliers. And then I think this is the last time I can go through the loop, through the 11-0, and through the fire polish. And that's it. I don't think I can do one more time. If you can, go ahead, do it. The more you do, stronger your clasp is going to be, but I think I'm finished here. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to get rid of the tails. And once you're done, do the second one identical to this. Just make sure you get the clasp directions right if you are using the same clasp. So I'm pretty much done. I'm really excited to try this on. I didn't try it yet, but I think it's gonna be my favorite evening outfit accessory. So this is a side. Let's see. This one goes, I think, this way. So the dot, this metal part has to go to the bottom. That's where the magnet is. So down. Again. Down. Stack in place. Let's see. I didn't really check the length as well. I hope it fits. Yep. Now it's just a matter of getting the clasp in. Which I'm not very good at, but here you go. Look how sparkly it is. I'm loving it. I think I'm gonna make another one in black to go with the actual watch color, but this is gorgeous. I'm really loving it. So yeah, for the watch I would use a secure clasp. If I was making a bracelet, these clasps are really good because they're pretty strong, but the watch is pretty heavy, so in case it came apart, you know, this would fall and this would crack. Not that I don't have any cracks, I think I would have several cracks in it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I think I have most of the ingredients in my shop. I will check again. If I don't have any, I'll try to stick them in my shop. So stick around for more videos. As usual, they come out every Friday, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.